Hello, everybody. I know this is coming on. I know some of you guys are coming on also. Uh, Good afternoon to you. I hope that all you folks are having a good time today. It is today also supposed to rain. Maybe that's a sign too. I really do miss my friend that you see here. And today, I want to discuss some things. I just think that it's tough right now. I think for a lot of people, the church yesterday, it was very quiet there at church yesterday in a different way that I've never really. It was really quiet. It was very, very quiet in there, and one of the leaders of our church also reached out to his family and everything like that. They're having medical issues. So today, right now, it is a time to talk about domestic violence and what it does to you right now. I see you with the heart, love. Thank you so much. This is my friend, and if anybody knows her too, and even if you don't, you're more than welcome to be a part of this, and also write your comments at the bottom if you did or did not know. Um, I just I just know that in our society we deal with serious issues. We deal with them as best we can. I think that the issues that face us as a society, we must work together to stop domestic violence and talk about that. Since my friend died, the direction in which I'm going to go is to deal with domestic violence organizations. I'm going to be hopefully trying to meet with them because this is too close to home. Um, you know what I mean? You kind of never think that this would happen to you or any of your friends. You never think that it can't happen to me or my friends or somebody that I love or even my family. Um, but one thing I will say when it comes to domestic violence, men and women both, everybody, you have to step back and keep your hands off of one another. If you're in a relationship with somebody, doesn't matter the type of relationship, hands should stay to themselves. If a person wants to get away and they want to leave, then that should be their right in the United States of America. Um, and especially women who are dealing with men who want to be violent toward them. And I swear to God, I will never ever let a man put their hands on me. Let's see what they wrote. We just had a protest downtown for her. Oh my goodness. Somebody said that they just had a protest. Man, this is hard. A protest in downtown for her. Here's the problem that I have too. Domestic violence. This it's too close, guys. And a lot of the things that we bicker about and argue about, political stuff and whatever it is, we got to set all that aside and look at what are the bigger pictures in our lives. It's people. And everybody that is different, it does not matter. It can happen to you. Doesn't matter your skin color, none of that. Domestic violence has no skin color, guys. Has no religion. Has none of that. I think that we as a society have to look at what we face. And for those who choose to lean on Christ, which I do, for those who don't believe in God, then that is up to you to find some other way and find something constructive to do with your life. I choose to be involved with the church, but I encourage other people to find something to do constructive with your life. If it is a job, that's something constructive. If it's working at a church, that's fine. Picking up trash, anything that you can do to not have to be a part of violence and the stuff that comes with that, that is a problem. And my friend lost her life because, but I don't know the whole story because the church didn't go into all the stories because it was at church. But the thing is, my friend lost her life because a man wanted to put their hands on my friend. It is absolutely horrible, the stuff that we deal with as a society, and that has to change. And I found another calling, and that calling is to try to work with organizations and churches to try to deal with all forms of violence and hatred, because that's also sad too. But domestic violence is one of those, it is one of those things that I thank God every single day, guys, that I've never had a man put their hands on me. And I say that with all sincereness. I will knock a man back if you put your hands on me. If you're bigger than me, then I will reply with an answer for that. I'm not going to let a man put their hands on me or take my life. And I'll repeat that again. I will not let a man put their hands on me or take my life. Ladies, you have the right under federal and state law to defend yourself with deadly force if somebody is trying to kill you. I'll repeat that again. If you are a female and a man is beating you and they are trying to kill you, you have the right to defend yourself with deadly force. I'm not gonna let no man put their hands on me, because I don't play that mess. Not me. Not me. Not me. Because I'm not fist to let no man put their hands on me. Not me. And men who have been in my life, they are no longer in my life because they tried that with me, and they are no longer with me. Okay? And those dudes know who they are that ain't around me no more. I'm not going to let no man put their hands on me and tell me they going to put me in my place. I noticed that with dudes a lot of times. Let's read what they wrote. It says, I know that's right. You're not supposed to let a man put his hands on you. Somebody replies and says, you're not supposed to let a man put their hands on you. No. Women, physically build yourself up as physically strong as you can. That doesn't mean that you're going to be as strong as a man. But because women are never going to be as strong as a man, then technology will solve that problem for you. All right? I will never let a man put their hands on me. I don't give a damn what it is. I will pick up something or put these down braces on my hands and beat the fuck out of a dude if they ever put their hands on me. Or break your leg. I thank God every single day for the way that I am built. I thank God every day because I do not care anymore. Because last night I went to bed and I had a dream. And I had a dream about me, myself. And in that dream, I was able to defend myself against a man who put their hands on me. So I thank God that I am built the way I am. And I woke up this morning and it was like God said, I made you like this for a reason. And I thank God because, yeah, I deal with visual impairment and stuff, but I thank God that He made me strong and physically built similar or like a man. That's what I like, because I'm not going to let a man put their hands on me or kill me. And I pray to God each day that women who deal with this stuff, and men do too, because there are men that say that women do stuff to them too. But the percentage of the time men kill us, hurt us, do stuff to us because they're faster, quicker, stronger than us, than females. So I tell dudes this: if you are under my roof, those rules will be followed. Do not tell me to stay in my place. Do not tell me that you're going to make me do anything. And that's why dudes don't make it with me and walk away from me, because you're not going to be authoritative toward me. I know that women deal with authoritative ass dudes. And I say that like that because my friend lost her life to somebody that did not want her to leave. And had I known that my friend was going through this stuff, um, I would have helped my friend. And I just wish that she could have picked up the phone. And I don't know. And I just pray every day, because this is what society deals with every day, is violence. And we must understand as a society that we all have to work together. The religious community cannot do it by themselves. The police cannot do it by themselves. Restraining orders cannot do it by themselves. Private businesses cannot do it by themselves. But if everybody came together, private sectors, church / religious, all of the religions come together, and other sectors that know about this type of stuff and violence, and not only that, I think that what we deal with right now is trying to comprehend what is going on. And I thank God every single day again, because I will not let a man put their hands on me. I will not let a man tell me I need to stay in my place, because I ain't staying in no place. I've had dudes in my life try to tell me what to do, try to tell me to do things, or tell me because I'm a woman I got to cook. And wrong. Or I got to, you know how it is, women, that there are dudes that assign things to us because, and we get in arguments. So the way if I'm going to be with a man, I let them know straight up before any relationship ever starts with a man, I ain't cooking nothing, and you're not going to make me. So that gives you a decision from the straight up, hey, this person ain't for me. All right, keep it moving. So I tell women, when you meet a man, you let them know straight up what you ain't going to do the first time you meet them. I ain't cooking. Sorry. They ask you on a date what you like and what do you like to do and what you don't like to do. Those were questions asked before me, and I straight up was honest. I ain't cooking nothing. Sorry. That person never called me back. That's fine. Wasn't meant for me. Ladies, if a man don't call you back, that might not have been meant for you. But when you deal with the underlying issues, let's read what somebody wrote. Let's take a minute. It says, it's truly sad, but so many women are afraid to open up and ask for help. I don't know why that is. I've been through this myself, and oh my goodness, and blah, blah. Someone says that a lot of women are afraid to ask for help. Okay. Illegal, blah, and can't get help. That's really sad if somebody feels like they can't get help. Thank God I got away, and I have been blessed ever since. Okay, someone says they got away. Thank God they've been blessed ever since. But not every woman, and all that. A lot of women are afraid to speak up, or they feel like there is no place to go. Now, for ladies that feel like there is no place to go, you can also contact the women's, the Genesis shelter in Fort Worth. They have a whole thing dealing with domestic violence and stuff like that. So there are places, and even if you're having a problem, ladies, you can also go to the pastor at the church, guys, and things are anonymous. So if you're having a problem, you can go to the pastor at the church. And a lot of times, if it's that serious, the pastor can then get in contact with law enforcement and get you out of that situation. And in some situations, will get you moved away from that situation physically. All right, the church is there to help you, even if you're not a member, guys, and you're having serious problems in your life and stuff like that. Churches keep stuff confidential by law, all right? So the church is there. Especially in Texas, there's churches on every corner. The church is there. I see you, Rob. Rob, I want to talk on your broadcast later on about this, also about domestic violence. The thing that we have to count on is not only the religious community to deal with these issues. We must all, as a society, look at ourselves, even if we don't realize or believe in any kind of religion. We cannot blame any of those things for what we go through. It says the YMCA has an amazing program for women and children. Okay. Someone says the YMCA has an amazing program for women and children. So you can also go to places like that and talk to somebody. If you're going through things in your life, the YMCA, churches, businesses, the Boys and Girls Club, even children, people who are in high school, women in high school, ladies. When I was in school, I didn't play that mess. A woman told me that a man, she's a high school person, and she said that her boyfriend punched her in the back when she was walking away. All right, dudes, you punch me, I'm going to pick up something and lay you out. I don't deal with no dudes putting their hands on me. I don't deal with that. Do I advocate violence? No. But I do advocate that within the law, that you follow all laws related to your state when it comes to that kind of stuff. But if somebody's trying to take your life, you have every right to open up on that, you know what, and defend yourself. And I wish to God that I was there to defend my friend. It's tough to talk about this today because it is close to home for me. Some folks talked about downtown that they had a protest for her. And it's got to stop, guys. Where are we as a society when it comes to the violence? We cannot blame the devil. You cannot blame God. You cannot blame other people. You cannot blame society. You have to look at yourself and say, what am I doing physically, especially dudes, that some of them, not all, some dudes, I don't want dudes mad at me, but there are some dudes that feel like women are on the very bottom and that they're way up on the very top. I don't operate like that. No man, and if they lived with me, would be the in charge or so-called leader of the house. And dudes aren't in charge of nothing here. Ain't no man gonna be in charge of anything. Because ladies gotta also learn to rethink how they think and don't depend on no man to do anything for you. So, don't depend on somebody, because some dudes, not all, can throw that back in your face and say, guess what, homegirl? I take care of you. So you got to, no, I don't got to do nothing. I don't have to capitulate to no man, because what is mine is mine. And so I think a lot of times people argue over things too when it comes to domestic violence, money, whatever it is. So ladies, when you have your own, Lord have mercy, when you have your own roof over your head, then a man, Lord have mercy, cannot ever throw that back in your face. When you have money in your pocket, can't no man tell you anything. This is the 21st century, men. Welcome to it. Ain't no woman fits to sit up here and be abused by no man. Women should not have to deal with that. Men reply and say, well, such and such does this too. Okay, but you hardly ever hear about women balling their hands up and hitting a man and breaking his jaw. Let's read what someone wrote down here. It says, I am so sorry to hear about this. Good brother. Damn. Okay, another. Yeah, it's tragic. It is a wow. Warning and all has. Okay, let's say C. Continue to read. Hello, I welcome you aboard. Warning. Okay, read. See more. Let's see. I'm trying to see more. It says. Okay. R.I.P. This is young lady, family, and friends. Yeah, R.I.P. Yeah, no doubt, because guys, it just shouldn't be. You just shouldn't have these issues with the violence. And us as a society, we have to as a society not only point out what we deal with right now, and it is violence of all kinds, guys. It's just not domestic violence only. And so those are issues that everybody, they have to address. And so it's for the example, and I use this example, you cannot blame God. You cannot blame the devil. You cannot blame spiritual stuff. None of that. You cannot blame society. You have to only look at yourself, because when the judgment day comes in front of the court and here on earth, right here on earth, guys, you can't go into a courtroom and say to a judge, I killed somebody because the devil made me. And that's not going to work. This kind of stuff here, you can't use excuses. Men, if you put your hands on somebody, women, they ain't going to tolerate that stuff. And I'm just so sad today because my friend was trying to get away. Let's see what someone wrote. It says, this is so sad how people just dry losing their life. They lose their lives, and so they mention about that shame. And so someone writes that here. And it is, and I read these comments and I acknowledge that comment. Thank you. It is sad, and you read what people have. They might be more protest than others might do that. And I think that should also happen too. But I think that getting with organizations that deal with this kind of stuff can also help. And our society, we also need to take a step back when it comes to all violence and look at why we also have it. Guys, we also should look at that too. We can't just blame video games or whatever it is that people, whatever. You have to be responsible for the physical action that you do. You got to be responsible for what you do physically. What you think of in your mind, no one can, you're not held accountable for what you think. It's only when you physically act on that, which is violence of any kind, then you should suffer the consequences for that. I said the same thing about children or minors who want to commit crimes and rape women and stuff like that. They should be held to the highest standards. I believe that. Because if minors want to do adult things, then you should be held to adult consequences if you want to do adult things. So I believe the government should also change laws and become very strict when it comes to crimes, especially, and I'll emphasize the word proven. If it was proven that that crime happened by, etc., then the person should be held to the highest standard when they commit crimes. At this time, I do pray for my friend at this time, and I do at this time come to God. At this time, I ask God to watch over my friend in heaven for sure. I also ask God at this time to watch over people who may be dealing with violence of any kind in their lives. I ask God to watch over people who may be dealing with poverty and other serious issues that may make them stay with somebody because they feel like they don't have a choice to leave. I thank God each day for my life in which that is given. The abundance of life should be thought of, not taken away by a man. I thank God at this time for your presence and glory and everything that you do for me and provide. I pray to God each day that He watches over people that I care about and love, and they know who they are. I pray to God to help me, to help those who may not have a voice to do anything about anything, and that's sad. I think that you, God, can only change a lot of the things that we face in our society. And coming to Christ and praying in your name and knowing who you are and what you do, I ask the Father each day to watch over people who deal with serious situations in their lives. The propensity for violence, I also pray that that goes away and that we have a collective understanding in Christ that He is the only one and the only thing and the only all-knowing being that can help us understand some of the issues And that as a community that we understand not to blame God for what we see and what we experience, but to only know that God is present and here for you, and that God is not of evil or doing. God is of sovereignty and peace. I pray that God offers that sovereignty and peace for those who may be having problems with obtaining that peace. I pray to you, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, that you watch over my family and other people who may be dealing with other issues in their lives. And for those who may be dealing with violence also where you live, I pray for you. I pray that God offers His Holy Spirit over those who may not understand what is going on in their lives. And for those who feel like they do not have a way to flee or get away, I ask that God offer His Spirit and His help to come into their lives to know that if you live in the United States, that there is a way to get away. And I hope that women know and pray and come to you, and any man that may feel like to put their hands on a woman, that they also may come to you before and kneel before God to know that that is not right, to put your hands on a woman and kill. God did not put a man or woman on this earth to be a servant. God put a man and a woman on this earth to live together and in peace and in harmony. I ask all of this in your name, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, and may He be with us all. God bless you, and I hope that all of you guys have a wonderful day. God bless you, folks, and I hope that you have a good day today. We will be talking more about this, and we'll be talking more about violence and things that we face. So, God bless y'all, man. I hope that prayer was something that you guys may needed. I hope to see all of you again on Thursday at Broadway Church. I hope to talk more about this. We will, at our church, we'll talk more about violence. So anyone is welcome to come to the Agape meal on Thursdays. It is from 6 to 7 o'clock. This is the time of prayer. This is the time where you can come together and talk to your friends and even talk to the pastor. If you're having issues in your life, then you can talk to them or write on your prayer cards. Those are things that can be done. And I ask God to do those things in His name all the time. And I put my faith in God each day because I know that it's working. And God always said to me that He would provide, and God said that to me in a dream. And whether people believe that or not, oh well. God has always provided a way for me when I didn't have nothing. God has always provided a roof over my head, a place to stay, and food to eat. I ask God to continue to provide me for what I need and not what I want. I'll emphasize it again. I ask God to provide me for what I need, not what I want. And if God provides all these things for me, then life is good. God has always provided what I needed, not what I wanted, because that's not what God is. God is a need. God is there for your needs. So that's something when you keep in mind when you pray to God. Try to ask God for what you need, not for what you want. And a lot of times I think those prayers will be answered. Maybe not on your time. Maybe not on the time you want, but they'll be a-coming. And they came for me. And I thank God each day when I leaned on Christ for what I needed, that He was there. And the church was certainly there for me. So I just encourage people to look at the church as a help. And it is there. And Broadway Church here in Fort Worth, we are here. And we are here to uplift people. Our church welcomes all people. Broadway Baptist Church has been around for over 100 years. And they continue to work and do well in the community. They've been around to uplift, help, feed the homeless, and do things like that. And so I'm grateful for the church that I'm a part of. I'm grateful for all that they do. And I'm grateful that they also give me someone to talk to when you feel down. So keep that in mind in your lives when it goes to coming to church. We must come to Christ with understanding and knowing that God is here among us and with us. For those who don't believe in Christ or that existence, then you should find some kind of religion or something positive in your lives. If it's not church, then find something that can help you uplift yourself out of poverty and make immediate change or make change over time in the positive direction. God bless y'all, and I hope that everybody have a good afternoon. It's pretty nice outside. Not expecting any rain, not that I know of. And so if you want to go swimming today, have a good time and enjoy yourselves. Tomorrow, I will be going to the studio to take some pictures tomorrow. Thank you to that young lady. I'll be going into Dallas, Texas to get that done. Take some nice pictures and do some nice work with that. I'm absolutely pleased. I also want to shout out to Fort Worth Magazine. Those folks there, they want to do an article on me, so that's great. We'll talk more about that. I'm really, really excited, guys, about all the positive things that I'm able to do, not only with Special Olympics, but other organizations. I am really, really, really excited for Disabilities Rights Texas. The folks there are going to try to help me get jobs and things like that so I can have more money in my pocket. I like to have money, but only with the perspective to make sure that my needs are met. When I say I want money to make sure that my needs are met. And so doing things to put myself in place. Thank you to Disability Rights Texas. Thank you to Special Olympics and other people in my lives. Broadway Baptist Church and other people who continue to help me and all of the organizations in my life. And people, you know who you are. Thank you so much. And may God be with you. And may God bless you and carry you through. God bless y'all.